Hello, it's B again. Since you always do your intro, I'm gonna do mine. Goddamn me.
Dang, I was thinking, what's that song? I told her, hey, girl, can't take it, girl, she take dick, never.
What song is that?
It's called Nameless. I don't know her whole name. I just met her one thing.
Is that Cody Shane?
No, it's Lil Keed.
Oh,
you know?
I was about to say something I ain't never heard of before.
But they did play it at the Cody Shane show.
Oh yeah, because you was going off.
Girl, that song.
I was like, who are these children?
Girl, that song.
And where they mama?
Song jam.
Who are these children and where are they mamas at?
It jam. Hey, I don't know who Lil Keed is, but nigga go hard.
Lil Kid?
Lil Keed.
K-E-D? I said Kid.
Hey, girl, can't take it. Girl, she take it. Hey. More children mistress. She the one in the kids. Yeah. Hey. That was more the intro I was thinking than a hello.
Oh. So this is going to be a lit week?
Either one works.
Okay.
I mean, hey, niggas with the shit.
I never say anything about you. When you do, I'm back and I'm better.
Hey, won't you bad as ever?
Let me do mine, okay? You have yours. Let me do mine.
Okay, we can rewind.
All right, it's over.
Intro. Go.
It's over. It's over. It's like bad sex. Like this ain't it.
Yeah, it's over.
All right. You seen that meme that said when you having sex and you like this ain't it?
No.
Yeah, that ain't it.
Struggle.
All right, you want to go first with your song, or you want me to go?
Okay, I'll go ahead and go. And, I will say, I did pick my song 2 days ago.
Okay. At least you remember. Should I be picking songs I'm going to be forgetting?
Girl, that's literally whenever I thought of it, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead
and write it down
and search it.
Oh, okay.
So it's already in my Safari.
Oh, that's smart.
All right. Let me see which part I want to. Okay. Baby, look me in the eyes and tell me I'm the kind of girl you like. I'm feeling you. 'Cause, sweetie, you're my kind of guy. Thinking about you and I want to run this all night long. And if you want me, we can keep this going. Let me tell you, I'm the type that's strong. And I don't trust a lot of men. I'm independent. I ain't like some other woman.
What decade is this from?
I don't know exactly the year, but you know this song. Everywhere I go, I'm spotted. And everything I want, I got it. 5'5" with brown eyes. Smile like the sunrise.
Oh, 5'5" with brown. Claudette Ortiz.
No.
Wait. 5. City mob.
City High.
Okay, City 5 brown eyes. Is that what it's called?
Caramel.
Oh. That's what the song is called?
You can say I'm playing Jane, but it's not the same. I ain't in the big names, but I like nice things. I watch boxing matches and a football game.
You didn't read that, did you?
I wouldn't mind being an actress, but I love to sing. I like going out, taking walks and stuff. I don't hang with many girls because they talk too much. I enjoy quiet nights at home because I'm next to you, though I ain't a virgin. That don't mean
heaven. Everywhere I go, I'm spotted.
On. Hey,
and anything I want, I got it.
Hey.
5'5" with brown.
Okay.
we used to change it.
Yeah.
5'7" with brown eyes.
5'7" doo-doo brown eyes.
Okay. Smile is all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
It's there.
I got on my teeth.
It was between that one and What Would You Do? What would you do?
I knew that one. I was a little confused at first because I heard the strong woman.
Right. And the independent.
That sounds familiar. Okay. I feel like you should know this song.
Okay.
See, normally a brother wouldn't talk about his first time. But I'm going to just be real with y'all and say what's on my mind.
Marcus Houston?
It's not Marcus Houston, but it's close. Now, I remember like yesterday, Just a Little Man. I had no clue, just quite didn't understand. It's not Marcus Houston, but it's...
Omarion?
No.
Is it IMX?
Yes.
What was that song?
Look up to your bro for advice. He said, a young... Nigga, whatever you do, just make sure you strap twice.
It's not called First Time,
yes.
Is it? Okay.
You got it. Yes.
I'm like, because I feel like I've heard Marcus Houston on this.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Well, look at that.
It's his group.
IMX, Immature.
Yes. I used to love Immature.
Nigga, Marcus Houston now.
That line's a little strugglish and
Girl.
I'm surprised he's not on a Millennium tour.
The way he looks, he don't need to be.
Girl, I used to have a crush on one Batman.
Girl, Batman was so fine.
Girl, he fine now.
Girl.
Wait.
For real?
No, Drummer Boy.
Oh,
that was my favorite.
I liked Batman.
He had the glass eye.
Girl,
you remember that?
I remember.
That's what I'm saying. He's my favorite.
Girl,
I loved him. Little light skinned, sandy red. Ain't that what people call red? Niggas look like that. What does red mean? That's a serious question. What does red bone mean? Cause
I feel like red bone, you have like a certain little tint. Cause some black people got a yellow undertone and other black people got a red undertone.
I don't get it. So I see red, like my grandma should be like, oh, she's so red. I'm like, she look light skinned.
Yeah, maybe it is light skin.
I don't know. And I just be saying like, look at your red self. But I don't know what that means.
Black people just be saying whatever don't look like them.
Or whatever they feel like fits.
Okay, light bright.
Okay. Hey, Red.
Okay, like.
I have an aunt they call Red, and I just never knew why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her favorite color not red, but
anybody in my family light skin, so I didn't really grow up. Well, I have one cousin, but she ain't even light. She a little lighter than the rest of us, but she ain't light.
I have another side of my family that's light skin with green eyes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Why the fuck I didn't get that?
Because you wouldn't know how to act with it.
That's it. That's it right there. That's the main part. Girl,
you wouldn't know how to act.
Girl, I would be an eye model or something.
You're not an eye model.
I would do something. Girl, I post pictures all the time of my eyes.
Girl, you know what I used to want to be? A hand model.
That is so strange.
For like nails? Girl, what?
I got these black ass knuckles.
Speak for yourself.
That's why I said I got these black ass knuckles. I got these black ass knuckles and
bruh, with a nice set of nails,
bruh,
your hand can be popping.
I hate for people to like touch my hands or touch my feet because they both hard.
She fight hard.
Girl, this is from all the country times of climbing trees, jumping gates, and walking out barefoot. And I just be like, damn, if only I wore socks and shoes like my grandma used to tell me, or put Vaseline on my feet every night. Girl. I hate for a nigga to touch my hand because my grandma be like, every time my grandma touch my hand, she's like, you feel like a man.
Oh, girl.
And not just a man.
You don't put no lotion on your hand before you go to sleep?
It ain't the lotion part. It's just my hands just feel rough. Feel them.
Damn.
All right now.
God damn.
Really?
Rough hand ass. I'm playing mechanic hand ass.
That's what I'm saying. My hand, like, it's not just
bus driver hand ass.
All right. Sometimes you go too.
So I go too far.
You go too far. What? You ain't finna go live, right?
Hey. I like my hat. What's his hat back? Didn't T.I. have a song to his hat?
I like my beat down low.
He had something about a hat.
I like my hat back, yeah. Something like that.
Some hell.
You look like a whole studs been out here.
Girl, ain't one though.
I was just like somebody said shit ain't one.
Sorry.
Hey, best friend.
Ain't it a blessing? You are listening to another episode of Hear You Podcast. This is Tam.
This is B.
You ready to go ahead and get started, bro?
Let's go.
Hey, let's get it.
Hey.
All right, so this weekend with the shits. Whew. Boy. Let's start off with 100 rounds. All Dr. Dre.
Michelle.
Headphones.
Next episode.
Eminem.
Okay.
All right, so this week, Dr. Dre had actually posted on his Instagram that his daughter did get accepted into USC, and his caption read, "My daughter got accepted into USC all on her own. No jail time."
Too soon.
Too soon, and immediately niggas got on your ass because Dr. Dre made a $70 million donation to USC.
You don't have to do jail time. She's already
bingo. And they have a whole building named after Dr. Dre.
What's it called?
Dr. Dre.
Oh.
Dr. Dre Hall. I don't
What's his name? His name Andre or something?
Hell, I don't know. It's a good question. Andre sounds like a real good guest, though.
We should have Brandon. Should I call Brandon so Mr. Chocolate so he can get some?
Okay. Oh, yeah. The hip hop historian, he gonna know.
Okay.
So I was just like.
That technically don't count then.
I said, damn. So $70 million only gets you a building at USC?
Buildings are expensive.
$70 million at my college, they may rename the college.
70 million is a lot.
$70 million is a lot of money. Like, damn, he can't get a street or something? Statue?
Would you rather have a building or a street?
Give me the street. Because they can tear the building down.
They could pave over the street.
Does that mean they're going to rename it?
But it's going to be on a GPS, though. Turning on 10 Avenue.
Right, yeah. Give me my goddamn street.
You know, my grandma has a street in Memphis.
For real?
The one that's 104. It's called Lizzie Bradshaw. Ooh, don't give me the line. But it's like Lizzie Bradshaw like road or street or something like that.
See, but because my great-grandfather has a street in Louisiana, and his street is named Mouton. My great-grandfather got a country-ass name. His name Mouton.
Like that good dick.
Rest easy, great-grandpa. But
my bad.
it's called like Mouton Drive. Because his name Mouton Tate.
Oh.
So, but I know he ain't paid no $70 million.
Girl, we have a Dorsey Street in Memphis and we have an Ellis Lane, and those are all my kinfolk. But they've been there years and years, and I know they didn't pay shit either. I don't think they pay shit. I think it's like you've been on the street long enough.
Yeah, it's yours.
It's your street.
For real.
Like we ain't gonna move you.
Yeah.
And even if we do, you know, y'all been here forever.
Exactly. Like the street that my great-grandfather has, he lived on it. So.
Okay, so 70 million.
70 million, man. So everybody got on his ass, and then Dr. Dre went ahead and decided, you know what? I'm just going to hit delete.
Listen.
Delete.
With 70 million people done already screenshotted it, it really don't matter.
At this point.
I don't give a people delete shit. Like, if nobody's seen it, go ahead and delete it. But
I don't understand why people post shit and then think that nobody knows any of the background of it. Like, you don't think people with
research.
And then your caption was shooting shots directly at the parents that were involved in the scandal.
Yeah.
Nigga, you better relax before they indict your ass.
Okay, find some shit. Don't you have like a rape case or something?
Okay, because the attorney general, whoever, don't mind.
Okay, and Michelle is still out here telling her story.
Okay, on Lifetime.
I just want to say
that Dre,
he beat me and he put a cigarette on my ass and he kicked me while I was pregnant and
you got my heart. That's high ass voice, that deep.
Bruh, I thought for the longest, I thought her voice was fake.
Oh no, it's real.
I'm like, this woman she's serious.
I would talk like I sing if my voice sounded like that.
Girl.
So her vocal cords, like I would definitely talk like I sing. Like I would just sing all the time.
Could you sit on the phone with somebody with a voice
hang
like
up.
that? I'd be like, man, if you don't get your
baby voice. You don't get your baby voice ass off my goddamn
childish ass voice you talking.
Okay, this old kid ass voice. You immature ass voice.
Ain't no way.
IMX voice head ass.
Girl, shut up. Not immature.
I bet people hang up on her all the time now.
They have to and think that it's some kind of like she's not even serious.
Girl, order pizza.
can I get a large meat lovers pizza?
I want a place of order to go. I want how much for 12 wings?
Okay. Can I get some anchovies and pineapples, please, and a large 2-liter Pepsi?
Girl,
okay.
We used to have to like change my mom's name because you know her name is Sharon Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day, like in the 90s, girl, she would get hung up on so many times. Like, yeah, good joke. And hang up on her. For that white woman.
Girl, no ma'am.
Yeah, so true story.
It's real out here, man. But so, you know, I guess we're gonna see. I would assume that Dr. Dre's daughter is going to still be going to USC.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, I guess it's cool if you want to brag about it, but like, I mean, and maybe she would have just gotten in on her own merit. But how would it have been if they had denied her? Oh, that's my goddamn money back.
And there's a whole goddamn building.
And your daughter can't even get in.
And I think they have like a whole curriculum and things that are like built around Dr. Dre. I think it has something to do with like music.
Turn up then.
So, I mean, and that's what I was saying with the whole college scandal. Like, it's wrong, but this shit been going on for so long.
And then other things too. Like
That's what I'm
college ain't the
saying.
only thing that you sneak and geek in. And I be thinking like, have you ever seen a rich person at the DMV?
Girl.
Have you ever seen a rich person at the DMV?
Nope.
I don't think I have
DMV
either.
come to them.
You know, they probably have a VIP DMV.
Girl.
Because have you ever seen like Amber Rose or Kourtney Kardashian?
And
at
everybody
the
got to
DMV?
go in there and get a license, and everybody's
That's what I'm
license
saying.
expires.
Or maybe these niggas don't have a license. I didn't realize a lot of niggas don't have a driver's license.
Oh, hell yeah. Girl, it's a lot of people out here that are driving with SR22s. And that is insurance for people with no license.
That's for insurance. It's insurance. It's insurance that if you cancel it, everyone knows. That's basically what that means.
You can get an SR22 with no license.
And I didn't realize how many people's licenses were suspended.
Girl, and a lot of people owe a lot of money. What's some charges? Surcharges.
Surcharges.
Boy, a lot of people. I saw somebody post the other day. They were like, "Oh, I got my surcharges down to $1,200." I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? $1,200.
I've never had a suspended license. I've never had a surcharge.
Praise the Lord.
Knock on wood. I've had no license when I first learned to drive, but I ain't never like that's a lot going on.
Girl, people don't care about protocol. They be like, fuck it.
I gotta get to work.
Yeah, and then whenever your car get towed, and then they tell you you can pick your car up when you have a license.
You don't even need a license to pick your car up.
That's a good point too. But somebody else can go pick it up.
No, I'm telling you from current experience.
You don't have to have a license to go pick up a car.
You have to have an ID and show that it's yours. That's it. You don't even have to have insurance to drive it off the lot.
So then, what's the point?
They just want to see that it's yours. That's it.
Well, what's the point in having a license?
Because Texas says we'd have to. That's
Shit's
it.
stupid, man.
That's it, honestly.
No, but you know what? Honestly and truthfully, they do need to have a license because they need to tell people how to fucking drive. That damn 16-car pileup the other day.
I heard about that.
That is, how do 16 cars run into the back of each other?
They didn't see
That
it.
is fucking
They didn't see the
crazy.
other person. That's the only thing I could think of.
That is crazy. On the tollway. I said either everybody was tailgating one another
Probably.
or y'all really just wasn't paying attention.
Maybe both.
Like that is 60,
16 cars.
actually 15.
And it was a beautiful day outside, too.
It wasn't like it was raining. There wasn't no sleet.
Foggy. It was hell, but it wasn't that day.
Hell no. The people, y'all people don't know how to drive. Stay out of my way.
Girl, people don't know how to drive. Look, I feel like the people that know how to drive the most have a license who can't drive. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I know some pretty safe drivers who won't have who driver's license. Who don't
Girl,
have
I'm not getting in a
license.
car with anybody with no driver's license.
How you gonna know? Is that a question? You don't ask people questions like that when you get in a car? You don't say you got a license?
I'm not getting in the car with nobody with no driver's license.
I'm not getting in the car with nobody with multiple wrecks. If I know you're getting a wreck every week, I'm not getting in the car with your ass.
Hell no.
I ride in a car with somebody who ain't got no license.
Girl, no.
I ride in a car with somebody who got a suspended license because I know.
Girl, hell no.
I'm not going to jail.
Girl, hell no.
I'm not going to jail.
Hell no.
I don't have no warrants. I'm good. I'm Gucci, baby.
Girl, I'm not getting in the car with nobody with no fucking suspended license. You are irresponsible.
Me?
They are irresponsible. A suspended license and you're not even trying to handle that?
Sometimes you just got to sit that shit out.
Girl, sometimes you can just get in the Lyft.
Girl, first of all.
Or an Uber. Plenty of people with no cars do it.
That's very expensive.
So is having a car. Shit, and you riding around with no license? Fuck out of here.
I would just say that there are occupational licenses available if you don't have if your license is suspended. If you're going to work, you can get an occupational license and go back and forth to work and call it a day.
If you can do that, you can go and do whatever it takes to unsuspend your license.
Sometimes you have to wait time though. So if you got to wait 6 months to a year, go get an occupational license. That way you're not riding dirty. Now, how do we get to that from?
I have no clue from USC and Dr. Dre's daughter, but we here.
Okay.
All right, but let's go ahead and go on over to our next topic.
Okay.
100 rounds.
All right.
Jussie Smollett.
I'm not gonna say, the first thing that comes to mind is gay.
The first thing that comes to my mind is Subway.
Subway? You're so beautiful.
Remember that freestyle? No, that rap battle he did where he was singing?
No.
And what was he saying on there?
I don't remember, but remember.
Because I'm gay!
No, this was when I still watched Empire, and he changed the lyrics he changed the lyrics right before Lucius, he's like, it's the kind of living with a man, love a man. Girl, Lucius' face fell. He's like, what the hell is going on here? That's the last time I really watched Empire was that.
Girl, Empire was wild.
He said, when a man love a man. I was like, all right, Poppy,
Hey, that's
live your truth.
Do your thing. Nigerians.
Huh? Oh,
The
brother.
Nigerian men. All right, so this week it was announced that all 16 charges against Jussie Smollett have been dropped.
Ain't it a blessing?
I don't know about it being a blessing, fam.
Why?
Because,
You don't want 16 year charges dropped?
well, the thing is, whenever they did the 16 charges, I was like, this is like actually really excessive. So whenever they said whenever they said it was dropped, I was like, I'm not shocked. Come on now, 16 charges. Like, don't get me wrong, he did call the police and he did file a false hate crime, but 16 charges.
Why don't we believe him?
This is the thing.
Why don't we believe?
Just because the charges have been dropped does not mean he's innocent. Because he has forfeited his bond. So he's given his $10,000. He forfeited the bond. Mm-hmm. That was part of his charges being dropped. I think they call it a deferred adjudication or something like that.
Okay.
So basically it's like a deal with the prosecutor that they set up some terms and they'll go ahead and drop the charges if you follow through with the terms. So his terms was that he will forfeit his $10,000 bond and he would do community service, which he's already done.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean innocent.
Yeah.
That just means that he came up with the deal to not serve any jail time.
But I think, though, that if they drop all of them, they feel like there's not substantial enough evidence to prosecute.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because even the damn the chief of police for Chicago came out and was like, this is making a mockery of this city. This man lied and he's full of shit.
What's making a mockery of the city is all the police officers getting off for killing people. That's also a mockery.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is that those are not one and the same.
They're not one and the same.
You
but
can't compare them.
But you can't. Justice. I'm not comparing them at all.
But you are.
No, I'm not.
But you're saying what's a mockery of the city
but
is.
that's unfair too.
It is unfair.
That's all. I'm not comparing apples to oranges. What I'm saying is, all that shit's. Nigga, don't you call me.
Don't get me wrong. Like,
I'm saying
injustice is injustice.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm not comparing that to this.
You can't compare a nigga going out there and saying that staging his own whoop ass.
I'm not comparing
to somebody encountering a police officer.
I'm not comparing it, but what I'm saying is I feel like any win is a win.
I don't feel like Jussie Smollett is a win. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like he got off.
That's the and see, this is the thing, and I think that the charges being dropped, it really opened up like this false narrative because he's not innocent. He didn't get off. Like, his charges were dropped, yes, but he had to come up with an agreement with the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason.
Well,
and 16 counts is really fucking ridiculous.
It's excessive.
It's extremely excessive. Even though I was like, man, the nigga's guilty and his story doesn't make sense. I'm like, does he deserve 16 counts? No. I mean, honestly and truthfully, he's been shamed. Like,
what if he's really innocent though?
He's not.
You don't know that.
He's not innocent, bruh.
You don't know that.
The story does not make sense. And then if that's the case, then why aren't we still looking for the fucking white people?
I mean, listen. I'm not an attorney, prosecutor, or a judge.
Why, where are these white men?
I'm just saying, like, why don't
if he is innocent, then why do they have video of the two Nigerian men buying red caps and ropes and all other kind of supplies and shit?
I'm just saying, like, why don't we believe him?
We don't believe him because Jussie sent a ransom letter that he did himself with cutout letters.
Do we know this though?
Yes, they found the supplies in his house, bruh.
I cannot either confirm nor deny.
See, and you know what? This is the thing, right? This is one thing that I feel about black folks. Okay. We have to.
Oh my God.
We cannot put a color on everything. Like, just because somebody is black does not mean that they are right or wrong.
Yes.
Just because. So wrong is wrong. If a white man wrote a damn ransom letter saying that he was gonna kidnap himself, or if a white man went out there and said that two black men beat him up and poured bleach on him and yelled, "Go back to Europe." and it was fake, would we not run his fucking ass out of here?
We definitely would.
Okay, then. So get Jesse the fuck out of here. Would you be saying, what if the white man is, what if he's telling the truth?
I mean, but the thing about, I'm very objective, but I'm less likely to be apathetic towards that white man.
But that's the problem.
It's not a problem.
No, because the thing is, you have to be apathetic towards
I'm
victims.
apathetic towards people, period. But I'm saying I'm less apathetic.
In this situation, Jesse is his own perpetrator and victim. He is both of them. The nigga made a plan to whoop his own ass.
All right.
And then you're talking about, I fought back. If you were really getting your ass whooped by two men that are the size of those Nigerian men, there's no way you would have fought back against them niggas. What would you have done? You would have had to have a gun on you. What you hit them niggas with, a 12-inch sub?
Shut up.
Like, what you hit them with?
Hit him with the 1-2.
We have to admit that Jesse's story does not make sense. It's very unfortunate.
It may not make sense, but I'm not just quick to throw out the baby with the bathwater and say that he made all this shit up and none of it's real. That's it.
So then he made up some of it?
I don't know.
Who made up the rest?
I wasn't there. But I'm not gonna say he didn't do it.
That doesn't make any sense. I just want to let you know that doesn't make sense. And don't get me wrong, I understand, because whenever it happened, we got on here, and I was the first one to be like, you know what, y'all,
That makes sense.
This is really sad. It's unfortunate. Hate crimes really happen, but I think what really has me like, okay, Jesse, I'm cool on you, is the fact that there are real hate crimes that go on out here. Who's the activist that they just found her body? Mm-hmm. They just found her body.
Is it Flint? Something like that.
Or something like that,
Yeah.
like this week. Like, there's real hate crimes that are going on out here. Look at Jess Hilarious last week.
Yeah.
Over here, and you're completely profiling somebody just because they have a turban on.
Yeah.
Like, there's real hate crimes that are going on out here. And that is what bothers me about Jesse's story.
No, I get
because you have opened up a can of worms for all of these MAGA people to be like,
That didn't really happen.
well, remember this.
And just like this week, one of my friends on Facebook shared a post. I don't know if you saw it. Her sister's roommates had posted on a dry erase board, time to go pick some cotton.
See what I'm saying?
Did you see that?
No.
And she's the only black girl in a room full of white girls. And then you got people talking about, that's not racist. I pick cotton.
Oh, fuck out of here.
My grandma picked
Everybody
cotton.
knows what
cotton picking nigga. That's what you basically
Everybody
mean.
knows
what it means.
What cotton
Like, you're not
insinuates.
slick.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, yeah, everybody picked cotton, but you weren't forced to pick cotton for 400 years.
Thank
like, come on
you.
now.
Shut up.
Your grandmother was getting paid for that.
And see, that for her to be the only black girl that has several white roommates, that's that passive aggressive shit. And that turns into shit like, remember the girl who was
The tampon.
the tampons and
Yeah.
putting the clam chowder and all this stuff inside her conditioner and all that
think-
type shit. Black girl over there struggling with a damn sore throat for
and
months.
don't know why.
Nobody has time for that.
At all. And then she got off too. That's what I'm saying. I'm less empathetic because she got off. So I'm okay with black people. I'm okay. All right.
I mean, I beg to differ. Like,
okay a little bit.
No, it's not like I want just. It's not like I'm like Jesse, go under the.
him.
No, I'm not like that either.
Yeah.
But I'm also just like, nigga, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
And you chose something that's a very serious topic with the world that we're living in today.
Yeah.
With all these different, like, the way that the world is segregated and split up. Mm-hmm. You chose a very serious topic to try to benefit from, and that's not fair. Not fair to me. But so we'll see.
Okay.
Jesse, I guess I'm still wondering if they're gonna go ahead and write him off of Empire.
He's already been written off.
Oh well, what's done is done.
He's written off the last couple of episodes, like the season finale and all that stuff. So.
Well, oh well. But all right, so I guess we'll go ahead and go on over to our next topic.
Okay.
Let's do 100 rounds.
All right.
Wendy Williams,
Radio.
Charlemagne,
Whitney Houston.
titties.
Okay.
You were about to keep going,
I was gonna say nose. You saw a picture where her nose
girl.
looked like it was like smushed in on one picture.
Girl, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wendy makes me so sad because we are literally watching the demise of like a living legend.
Mm-hmm. You're right about that.
We are
Definitely
watching
right.
the demise. All right, so Wendy Williams, her husband actually, there's been a bunch of rumors and things like that about her husband and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And some months ago, we even talked about it on here. about how Wendy's husband basically has like a whole other like family
Concubine.
that he's bought his side piece a house and all this crazy stuff. So there were rumors that were surfacing that she was actually pregnant. And Wendy ended up taking a sabbatical from her show. So she had several people that stepped in. I heard like one of the most popular was Nick Cannon. Like everybody really liked him.
He did really good. Yeah.
They said they really liked him on there. So Wendy actually came back, I think like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. She made her way back onto the show. And everybody was like, oh, okay, Wendy, she's back. You know, whatever.
Glad you're well.
Right. So a couple days ago, Wendy actually opened up about the fact that she has been living in like a sober living house.
It's crazy. I ain't never heard of that before.
Girl. And has been like going to and from work between the sober living house and is like living her life that way. It's working out, whatever. So everybody's like, okay, you know, of course there's been like, Wendy has been very open about the fact that she has had like a drug problem in the past. I think she said that she was using cocaine.
Is that still her drug of choice or did she didn't say, did she?
No, she didn't say. So, you know, everybody's like, okay, Wendy, you know, trying to get yourself together. Understandable. So this week, it actually came out that her husband's side piece gave birth to his baby.
That's troubling.
Very. And, you know, a lot of people were criticizing Wendy because they were just like, you hop on TV every day and you talk about people. You need to be open and honest about yourself and what's going on.
Yeah.
So, and even before, whenever people had talked about him and his infidelity, Wendy was just like, that's my man. We don't have no problems.
We're good over here.
We're good. You'll know that we're not good whenever this ring is not on my finger. This week, Wendy was spotted without the ring on.
Well, whoa. The ring didn't mean a thing.
Girl. So, and you know, Charlamagne's also been like vocal saying, like, Wendy, you need to wake up and leave your husband before you don't wake up.
Ooh, what does that mean? Like he gonna kill her?
Like, I don't know if he was saying like he was gonna kill her or the stress was gonna kill her. But it's looking like the goddamn stress.
She ain't leaving Kevin.
Girl, I don't think she gonna leave Kevin either. I'll be honest with you. And even Charlamagne was also saying that the reason why him and Kevin fell out is because Wendy. No. Actually, so Charlamagne knows the side chick. They grew up together.
Oh, I heard they've been introduced. Like I heard he's like knew her. And
yeah, he knew her, and so the rumor was he introduced.
Mentioned that today?
No, he mentioned it a couple days ago.
Oh,
so the rumor was that he introduced Kevin to this side piece. Her name is Nikki, and said Kevin got mad because he thought that Charlamagne was trying to introduce Nikki or get Nikki to hook up with Wax, which is Charlamagne's other best friend. So that's why Kevin got mad. And so even Yee was like, have you tried to reach out to Wendy? And Charlamagne was like, she doesn't have a cell phone. She ain't even got an email.
what? When they got on cell phone?
So it sounds like classic isolation because I bet Kevin got one.
I'm sure he got several.
I'm sure he has
I got
several
two
of them. Okay.
phones.
One for the plug and one for the hose.
And Wendy's a plug. Girl, you saw that picture of them vacationing surfers too?
No. Oh, of him in the side piece?
Yes.
Is she pregnant?
Well, I think she was pregnant then, but they were like on the beach together. I'm like, Wendy over here trying to kick demons and you over here.
Girl.
All I can think about is, where's little Kev?
Girl.
Who is he staying with?
With his granny, probably.
Poor little Kev.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't he almost grown now?
Yeah, he's up there. If he ain't 16, 17, he should be
Close enough.
close to it. I mean, the whole thing is just like, it's just messy because I'm just like, okay, it's already clear that your wife has issues, like, and you're not even remorseful about the shit. And then the thing is, like, nigga, what do you do? I don't see you hopping up in front of national television every goddamn morning.
He is Wendy's manager and confidant.
And see, they said that Wendy is like, she's rationalizing what's going on because she still sees him every day, even if it's only for a few hours.
What does that mean?
Like, he's coming to work. Like, he's coming with her to work at the show.
Oh.
And they said that even with everything that's been going on, he's still there. But I'm guessing that nigga ain't spending the night at home.
Shit, she ain't spending the night at home.
Girl.
Right?
Clearly not. So actually on the day that the rumor was that her husband had the baby, Wendy Williams was found drunk and rushed to a hospital after the news of her husband's mistress's birth.
She ain't been back on the show?
She actually got back on the show today.
She went on it yesterday?
What do you mean?
She went on. She didn't air yesterday? She didn't have a show yesterday?
Oh, I don't know. I just know she was on there today, and she did say that she was taking another break.
She's going to take another break?
Yeah. She said that this time she only going to be gone for a week, and that she said that it was already a planned spring break. But...
Is she take out for spring break all the time?
And spring break, ain't that time frame over?
I mean, it's spring now.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Spring is sprung.
Yeah. So, I don't know. To me, like, the whole situation is just super sad.
Yeah,
because it's just like, God damn, nigga, like, life is already fucking hard enough. Mm-hmm. And I just really hate whenever people just make life harder for somebody. Like, the woman is already, like you said, dealing with her own personal demons. Mm-hmm. She's already got, like, she has to uphold this image of her coming into work every day. Mm-hmm. Like, what Wendy has done... That's not the average person can do that.
Yeah.
Like, she's literally like the female Howard Stern.
Which, didn't they have some words?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They did. So, I don't know. I'm just like, man, prayers for Wendy. Like, clearly her husband is a fuck nigga.
Very much so.
And get that nigga the fuck up out of here. And if that nigga thinks that anything he touches is going to prosper, the only thing that you got is Wendy.
And that baby.
I mean...
That's it.
I mean... And I'm like, these niggas be having these, like, side babies. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't hear D.L. Hughley's story about his side baby he had on his wife? Mm-hmm. And the baby ended up getting killed by the side piece's new man?
What would they learn?
I'm just like, y'all, life is already hard enough. Life is already going to hit you with some right hooks, some left hooks, goddamn uppercut, something.
Fight night.
I'm telling you, like, the least you can do is what you can control. Mm-hmm. Just go ahead and just do right by what you can control.
That's it.
That's it. And life will be so much simpler. If Wendy's husband wasn't cheating, Wendy wouldn't have fell down looking like the Statue of Liberty.
And blaming a thyroid crisis.
She wouldn't have fell down. Like, she wouldn't have had to take a damn 2-month hiatus.
That's a long time.
She was gone for a very long time. Like, come on, man. But I guess we're going to see. Definitely prayers for Wendy. Best of luck to her. I pray for her own, like, personal, mental, physical, emotional health.
Yeah. And
we'll go ahead and go on over to our last topic.
Okay.
All right, 100 rounds.
All right.
We've done her so many times. Cardi B.
Oh,
I was going to do culture.
Offset.
Chains. She got a lot of jewelry.
Oh.
All right, so this week, an old live video of Cardi surfaced where she is saying that, actually, let me see if I can find the video.
Okay.
Real quick, because, I don't want to paraphrase. It's pretty intense stuff. Oh, I don't know if this audio going to sound too good.
Oh, okay.
The audio's real distorted. You can tell this is a long time ago. But so basically Cardi in the video was saying that she had to do what she had to do. Mm-hmm. And she admitted to drugging and robbing men.
Turn up.
So, of course, everybody is just like, oh my, no, not everybody, because I'm not everybody. Mm-hmm. People are like, oh my gosh, you need to give Cardi the same energy, Bill Cosby.
Different.
Thank you. R. Kelly.
Way different.
Like, I'm just like, okay. So, of course, people are upset saying, because she's admitting to drugging, and they're calling for the cancellation of Cardi.
Listen.
And there's even a hashtag surviving Cardi B.
Cancel whoever you want to. I'm not canceling nobody I don't fucking want to. That's it. And I don't feel like I should explain why I'm not or am canceling somebody.
I mean, I don't feel like you should have to explain, but I think explaining helps. Some people don't know no better.
Certain things. But listen, I'm a grown ass woman with grown woman titties and grown woman job.
I hope.
and bills. They're not still growing.
Okay.
So if I choose to give my support to someone else, I don't give a fuck what you're saying, what you talking about. And maybe that's how the people who support R. Kelly feel. But at the end of the day, I don't really fuck with too many niggas who still want to just listen to R. Kelly.
I mean, that's true too. But I think it's like a bigger thing. So I think it comes down to the fact that like there's a whole goddamn occupation out here that goes on that people don't want to admit to. And that is sex work.
Yeah.
And sex work is dangerous. You know, it comes on different levels. Like sex work can be anything from just being a stripper to actually being a prostitute or, you know, whatever. And so the way that I saw it was, okay, well, you know what? Sex work is dangerous. And that's one of the possibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I worked in a factory and I choose to be like, okay, I'm gonna walk down this aisle with no helmet on, there's a possibility that some shit could fall on my head.
Yes.
Like
A big one.
there's a possibility that if I don't wear safety glasses, that something goes into my eye. Like it doesn't matter what job you take. Like there's certain risk that are involved with it.
Assumed risk.
Yeah, assumed risk. And I'm sorry, but getting robbed is one of them. Getting drugged is one of them.
Doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't make it right.
But when you're picking up or you're engaging in someone who does sex work,
Exactly.
there are certain...
And there's risk for them too,
Yeah.
if not more.
Yeah, very much so. Death,
Exactly.
getting beaten,
That's why I
stuff.
was like, these niggas better be thankful that they didn't die.
Pretty much.
Because there are so many sex workers who go to do, you know, one of their jobs or whatever, and they don't even make it out.
Yeah, for real.
Like, don't let it be that you're like, you know, a sex worker who is transitioning or transsexual. Oh, then there's a whole other level of danger that comes with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, so I'm just like, y'all niggas should be thankful that you only got drugged and robbed.
And my thing is, you followed her back under the assumption that you were going to pay her for sex.
Bingo.
So
you wouldn't have got robbed if you weren't you weren't trying to buy vagina.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like buying vagina or buying whatever it is that you're
whatever
buying
you buy
is a better option. Because, you know, somebody said to me like, oh, well, you know, I'd rather that somebody do that than, you know, touch children. Those are not
That's not
one and the same, because if anybody wants to
do something fucked up, they're gonna do it.
And if they want to do something to children, they won't offset doing something with children by doing it with a grown up.
My thing is like for instance, like a drug dealer. There are inherent risks with dealing drugs. You know you have look. I know lots of niggas who done got shot, who went to jail,
died,
and they're not calling the police, talking about I got robbed.
And these niggas can't call the police either, because at the end of the day, you were still trying to engage in something that's illegal.
So that's the part of the territory. I ain't never been a nigga who was a real street nigga and been like, oh, it's not fair. They're like, every nigga, especially my baby daddy, he'll be like, you know, shit, that's part of the game.
Girl.
He done got robbed so many times before. He done told me stories. I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. Like, that scared me to not doing it. He's like, shit, that's what you sign up for when you do this. So get the fuck out of here.
And what kills me is that white people fell in love with Cardi because she was so real, and she was so this and she was so that. And so now it's like, now you want to use her story of what she went through. She ain't made the shit up.
Okay.
Now you want to use that against her.
From 3 years ago. Like, the girl has been extremely honest to us about the fact that she was a stripper. She did things that she didn't necessarily want to do, but things that she had to do, which let's not act like there's not plenty of people out here that are living under that same basis. Okay.
And it don't have to be stripping, and it don't have to be selling pussy.
I'm watching all these goddamn dogs and I don't want to.
Bingo. There are people out here that are literally running into the mall, stealing shit to make a living.
Yeah.
Like,
it don't make it right, but
it don't make it right. But at the
people
same
are trying to get it how they live.
People are just trying to live. So it's like, well, you know what? I mean, it's unfortunate that you niggas got robbed.
So I've seen even the discussion of like, okay, when's Cardi going to admit to selling pussy? Which if she did,
what difference does it make?
I mean, most of us
niggas was buying.
Exactly, there's a market for it.
Pussy has been being sold since the beginning of time.
It's the oldest profession.
I'm telling you.
Prostitute is the oldest profession.
Like, you can always find some pussy for $40.
Girl, stop. Listen, pussy costs more than $40.
There's plenty of people out here selling it for $40.
I know, but y'all... I be seeing these memes talking about like what is our girl don't have $40 or something. Like, I'm just like, yeah, come on now.
You can always find some pussy for $40.
And you can always find pussy for $2,000 too.
That's a fact.
So
just what your pockets is looking like, fam.
Okay.
But there are certain risks that are gonna come with that $40 pussy that ain't gonna come with that $2,000 pussy.
Pretty much. And
but even look at the goddamn Claremont twin. Look what she did.
Yeah. And nigga, she
nigga died.
She didn't kill him, but he killed herself. So, allegedly.
But she used his credit cards.
Hey, but she finna go to jail.
Yeah, she finna go to jail because now that's fraud.
Yeah.
that's past just stealing the shit.
Technically that was robbery, but they weren't finna call and implicate themselves.
Bingo.
I just feel like this is a part of the risk that you take on when you do some shit like that.
And that's how I feel. Like, is it a necessary risk? No, but that's a risk that
you take when you do shit like that.
And that's just what comes with that kind of territory. It's like extremely unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it's just like, well.
And can y'all niggas please, and it's only niggas who I see doing this, comparing, and I actually retweeted or reposted something else that I had seen, but niggas would love to say like Cardi B and City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion are the downfall of women.
Girl!
And all that shit. And I'm just like, bruh, that's not the same thing. Like, let's talk about, and these are actual lyrics from niggas. You ain't gonna let me fuck and I feel you, but you gonna suck my dick or I'll kill you. Chief Keef.
Girl.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Snoop Dogg. I know she like chocolate men. She got more niggas off than Cochran. Kanye West. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. She got all 99 of them. I need a machine gun. Eminem. Put Molly in her champagne. She didn't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed it. She didn't even know it. Rick Ross.
And see, the thing is, niggas have a problem with a woman being open about her sexuality.
Or just not giving a fuck like y'all do. Like, we can have multiple sex partners too. And you want to call us a hoe for doing the same thing all these niggas y'all glorifying doing.
Like, niggas talking about Cardi B is the reason why a lot of y'all women is not getting wifed up.
Cardi's wifed up. Number one.
First of all,
that's the one.
Let's not act like her goddamn husband didn't come running out in the middle of her fucking set to try to get his wife back.
Okay, so regardless of the hoe into a housewife, shit, really you can't turn a hoe into a husband.
Girl, that's a fucking
That's the hard
fact.
one. You can look, when a hoe ready to stop hoeing, she gonna stop hoeing and be a great wife. These niggas out here that's hoes.
Look at Kevin. Look at the damn Wendy husband.
The perfect example. I'm sure you're doing that shit before they got married.
Bingo.
I'm so tired of niggas and their narrative about what a woman should be and how we should. Like, we don't have the same urges too. I want to have sex every day. And if I choose to post that or whatever, if I choose how I dress and I want to tell something provocative, that don't mean it's an offer for you to come do it to me. And that don't mean I deserve anything to be like, I don't get the parallel of where y'all could post sexual shit and fuck shit all day. But the moment a woman does it, she's a hoe or she's loose or she a slut or not. Like,
girl, these niggas understand. And then what kills me is I'm hearing so much like, look at this double standard. Look at this double standard. My nigga, you want to talk about a double standard?
Compared to something that it equates to, not to Cosby raping people or R. Kelly.
I'm like, y'all want to refer to a double standard among a girl who is talking about what she has done in her past and being honest about it, but y'all don't want to admit to the double standard of the wage gap that's between women and men that are doing the same fucking job.
Yep.
You don't want to admit to the double standard of that a man can have multiple sex partners, and if a woman does the same thing, then she's less than.
Yeah.
There's all kind of other fucking double standards out here. Why don't y'all get to addressing one of them first?
Or that we're reduced to our virginity and our hymen being intact, and virginity is a state of being. I don't even really believe in virginity anymore because you can. How many virgins /virgins that didn't suck a lot of dick,
girl?
Like, virginity is something that's been placed on us by people who want to keep us oppressed sexually. When women, honestly, if you want to be honest about it, women who do extreme sports, women who wear tampons can all break their hymen. So that absolutely means nothing.
That's all. Like this whole cart. Like, I get what y'all are trying to say, but this ain't the hill that y'all should die on.
And
with this one.
And just say that y'all want to keep listening to "I Believe I Could Fly." Just say that.
I don't even think it has to do with R. Kelly.
I've seen a lot of niggas say something about R. Kelly, though.
I think R. Kelly is all that these niggas understand.
And listen, that's fine. If you want to hold on to him, hold on to your king. But just also admit that you don't care about black women. That's it. Like, I give me somebody else who you can hold that up to, though. Like, Cardi ain't it to the rest of these niggas.
And I want to see one man come out that said that Cardi drugged and robbed him, and I want to see one man come out and say that thing, and people not laugh this nigga out of the country.
Oh, I definitely feel like she gonna have some lawsuits.
I don't think so.
I definitely
because
do.
in order to admit that Cardi robbed you, you have to admit that you were partaking in sex work.
I definitely believe a nigga,
which is a crime.
Hey, I definitely believe.
Like you said earlier, a drug dealer gonna call the police and say he just got robbed.
I definitely believe there's gonna be some niggas who.
I don't think so.
I feel
like they would have came out by now. Cardi is already a mega superstar.
But now that she opened that door
from 3 years ago.
Listen, I believe it's gonna happen.
Nah, ain't nobody gonna show up, fam.
All right.
There ain't gonna be nobody. And if that's the case, then these niggas better go ahead and round each other up. Because there's plenty of y'all that have been drugged and robbed. I mean, goddamn, look at damn Gucci Mane. He got set up the same way. Yeah. He just ended up killing the nigga that ran in the room.
Yep.
So that's just one of the risks that comes
different
with it.
Different for different folks.
So, I don't know. But Cardi actually went ahead and released a statement and said, so I'm seeing on social media that a live I did 3 years ago has popped back up. A live where I talked about things I had to do in my past, right or wrong, that I felt needed to do to make a living. I never claimed to be perfect or come from a perfect world with a perfect past. I always speak my truth. I always own my shit. I'm a part of a hip hop culture where you can talk about where you come from and talk about the wrong things you had to do to get to where you are. There are rappers that glorify murder, violence, drugs, and robbing. Crimes they feel they had to do to survive. I never glorified the things I brought up in that live. I never even put those things in music because I'm not proud of it. And I feel a responsibility not to glorify it. I made the choices that I did at the time because I had very limited options. I was blessed to have been able to arise from that, but so many women have not. Whether or not they were poor choices at the time, I did what I had to do to survive. The men I spoke about in my live were men that I dated that I was involved with. It was men that I dated that I was involved with that were conscious, willing, and aware. I have a past that I can't change. We all do.
There you have it. What else I want to know? Boom.
So that about wraps it up for me this week with the shits.
Okay, I know you said that, but I had a hard time unlocking my phone. Like, this bitch would not unlock for nothing, and I don't know what I did to it. So. All right. So first of all, we saw. I saw Us. We saw it separately, but Us has the biggest opening weekend for any movie ever with a black female lead, which I was surprised to hear. So it broke all sorts of records after it hit movie theaters on March 22nd. But the most meaningful of this milestone is that it broke box office records for a movie starring black women. It earned more than $71 million in the U.S. during its opening weekend. As Shadow and Act highlighted, that's more than any film led by a black woman in box office history by tens of millions of dollars. So it's not only significant for, her career, but it also made cinematic history for women of color. And it hasn't even been out a whole week. So I thought it was a pretty good movie.
I liked it.
I was definitely scared, though I'm a very scary person to take to a movie, but...
I didn't find it scary, and I actually get scared kind of easily.
No, I found it scary. Like, when they... was moving all fast and shit, and
yeah, it was creepy.
And that that shit creeped me out, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So, but I thought it was really good, really good.
Yeah, I thought it was good as well.
7 household products that you didn't realize can trigger inflammation. Number 1, items containing SLS. SLS is sodium lauryl sulfate, which can cause inflammatory pain of the skin and has low to moderate health concern level according to the Environment Working Group. It's chemical that helps your household products to lather nicely. You're likely to find it in your shampoo, soap, and other cleaning products. It's linked with oxidative stress and inflammation of the body. Anything with, I don't even want to say this. Phthalates. It's the kind of chemical that makes plastic harder to break and more pliable. They aren't something to completely freak out about, but they are a bit of an inflammation risk. It's often used as a solvent in your household products such as detergent and certain personal care items. In fact, research shows that a higher level concentration is directly related to an increase in inflammation. plastics made with BPA, fragrances and laundry detergent and dryer sheets. This is something I didn't know. So even if you aren't allergic to laundry detergent or fragrances, the chemicals inside those may be harming your body in more subtle ways. Fragrances added to laundry detergent and dryer sheets are high in volatile organic compounds, and some of those have been linked to increased cancer risk.
Wow.
Typical symptoms associated with VOCs include headaches, nausea, irritation of the eyes, and nasal passages. Dusting polish. This one. Air fresheners and air cleaners. Chlorine.
My mom used to always tell me about air freshener.
What?
She used to tell me specifically, don't spray air freshener before you go to bed. She used to be like, if you're going to spray it, then you need to spray it and walk out the room.
That makes sense. You may not realize that chlorine isn't only in swimming pools. Certain cleaning agents and disinfectants use chlorine, even in bathrooms and kitchens. And I'll be honest, I love the way bleach smells in the house. Like when I smell bleach, I know the house is clean. Yes, and sometimes if I'm cooking certain stuff, I'll spray down the stuff in bleach before, after I use it. So if I'm using chicken or pork, like after I get done, before I wash it off, I'll bleach it first or spray it with bleach and then wash it. Because
bleach even smell like it is dangerous.
It does smell dangerous.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Comet.
Comet?
The stuff people put in their
tub.
Yeah, in the tub.
That shit is hard to get out too.
Comet smells like
it smells like clean.
It smells like it shouldn't be passing regulation.
Oh, but it is. So did you hear about this? Facebook will ban white nationalist and white supremacist content.
Oh, wow.
So they'll begin banning white nationalists, white separatists, and white supremacist content. That's how you say it, supremacist, right? Mm-hmm. Content and direct users who attempt to post such content to the website of the nonprofit Life After Hate, which works to de-radicalize people drawn into hate groups.
Wow.
The change, first reported Wednesday by Vice's Motherboard, comes less than 2 weeks after Facebook was heavily criticized for its role in the Christchurch mosque attack. The gunman went live on that platform for several minutes before the attack began. I didn't know this. Showing off his guns and at one point, ironically saying, "Remember, lads, subscribe to PewDiePie." I didn't know that.
Wow.
Facebook News, they've reached out to for more information on how the ban will work. As of midday, the feature does not yet appear to be on live. Where am I at? But based on searches for terms like white nationalists, white nationalist groups, and blood and soil. So, congrats for Facebook doing something.
Right.
And the fact that they're going to reroute them to another...
Girl.
to Life After Hate.
Facebook trying to be like, okay, y'all worry about this. Don't worry about the fact that we selling all of your goddamn information.
And that once you search a cocktail ring, you're going to see 16 of them bitches pop up.
I'm telling you, don't worry about that.
No.
But we'll take care of this.
Yeah, we got you. Let me see what else. Oh, former police officer was found not guilty of killing 17-year-old Antoine Rose, but we knew that. He was unarmed. He didn't pose a threat to the officer or the community, and the verdict today says this is not okay. So they found him not guilty of the 2018 killing of an unarmed black teenager. The jury acquitted him after deliberating for less than 4 hours on Friday evening, which, of course, demonstrators immediately took the streets outside of the Allegheny County Courthouse to protest the verdict. He had been charged with criminal homicide. Even the DA said that he felt like it was murder and it was intentional. Rose was attempting to flee during a traffic stop when Roseville opened fire, striking him 3 times. The teen was in a passenger in a car that matched the description of a vehicle involved in an earlier drive-by shooting in a neighboring borough. The incident was caught on tape. He was shot in his back, which killed him. He was unarmed. He did not pose a threat to the officer or the community. We say it's not okay.
Girl.
So, it's very, very sad.
Stay woke, man.
This is very sad.
It is.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna do one more story.
Okay.
Because I'm just moving past these. I'm just moving past them. I'm just telling y'all what's going on out here. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Oh, there's more cases of measles and mumps. Actually, one county in New York banned unvaccinated children from the public because it became a national emergency.
Oh, wow.
So this happened in Rockland County, New York. A massive measles outbreak has forced the county to declare a state of emergency, with children who are unvaccinated being banned from public as of midnight. They will in a matter of Prohibit anyone who's under 18 and not vaccinated amongst the highly infectious viral illnesses from school, shops, place of work, and public transport.
Oh, wow.
The ban will last until the declaration expires in 30 days or until people are vaccinated. There's currently 151 confirmed reported cases of measles in the country, according to health officials. So symptoms include runny nose, sneezing and a cough, sore and red eyes, high temperature, and small grayish white spots on the inside of cheeks. The illness can last up to 10 days.
Sheesh.
Crazy.
See, and then that would be the main people that have all them fucking symptoms that want to bring their ass to work. Stay your ass home.
Not even measles, just like a cough.
Girl, stay home.
Barbara,
Stay home.
you ain't kept down soup in 12 hours and you shit your pants twice.
And it don't matter.
You guys need me. No, Barbara, we don't need you. Stay your ass at home.
We need to be healthy.
I need to come back tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Stay
And I got
home.
kids, so yes.
And Barbara be having 83 hours of goddamn sick time that she don't want to use.
Girl.
Take your ill ass
She
home.
got sick time and PTO. She don't want to get rid of it.
Go take your ill ass home and stay there.
Yeah, we don't need you.
Yeah.
Like, and then Barbara don't be doing shit when she there, she sleep.
Girl.
Or then telling you, I feel so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
It's gonna keep coming. I just feel terrible today. Well, why you keep bringing your terrible ass over here?
Okay. Girl, nothing like was worse when a nigga I know you don't feel good. Like, you don't look good. And you would come over here and breathe all in my goddamn healthy air. And send me your bad air. I'm just like,
Right, exactly.
I don't get sick often, and you're not gonna get me sick today. Because I got
Right.
shit to do. Okay. I ain't got time to be cooped up later. And it's the thing, like, I'm a single mom. I can't just be laid up for a week at the house with a temp. I got shit to do.
I'm telling you.
I got kids to get ready, do homework, cook meals, all that shit. Like,
got a whole life.
A whole life that don't stop moving just because I'm sick. So,
Bingo.
fuck out of here, Barb.
So fucking annoying.
Take your ass back to work.
Barbie sound like she
Or
gonna have
take
the
your ass
measles.
home. And it just look, and I know we had kind of like this vaccination debate and stuff like that before. I'm still very much on the fence. I can't even lie. Being a medical professional, I'm still very much on the fence. But I do feel like, for the most part, vaccinations are healthy. Now, do I believe your 2-month-old needs 17 shots?
Right.
No, I don't.
Right.
I also don't believe newborns need vitamin K, but that's just me.
Girl.
Or eye drops if you are in a monogamous relationship, which, of course, niggas will be niggas. But if your tests have come back negative before you give birth, I don't believe your child needs those drops either. So I believe we do a lot of unnecessary intervention. I believe a lot of these vaccines may be unnecessary interventions.
Right.
But I can't discount all of them because I've never had the measles or the mumps.
When you put it that way.
My kids have never had chicken pox.
Well, when you put it that way.
I mean,
chicken pox ain't nothing to play with. I've had it.
That's what I'm saying. We had it, but my kids haven't because they've had vaccinations for chicken
Right.
pox. So I can't lie. I'm still on the fence about it. And I think if I had to do it again, I would probably delay vaccinations until a little bit older.
That makes sense.
Because now here's a bitch about it too. I need to go and get a smallpox vaccination again. No, not small. Chickenpox vaccination again.
Really?
And measles, mumps. I'm susceptible. I need to get a measles, mumps, rubella shot again.
Well, are you gonna do it?
I mean, I have to for school. But the fact is, I did this bitch once.
Right.
Why don't I have?
Y'all can't. I'm not protected forever.
Can I get the forever shot?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I had to get lab work that showed that I'm no longer protected.
That's crazy.
Yes. Measles me, baby.
Bye. Hell no.
No, for real, hell no. But I was saying, like, I gotta get the shit again. So, like,
They're serious out here.
very serious. Okay, so that's it with me.
All right.
We did have a question.
Sorry we haven't been able to get to questions the last couple
know.
weeks.
And I really wanted to do our question with the guys because I felt like it would have been a really good one. But, that was a really good episode.
Was.
Really good conversation. So, okay. How can I convince my girlfriend it's not that I don't want to marry her, I just don't want to marry her now? I'm in a 4-year-long relationship with my girlfriend, and we recently just moved in together. A few nights ago, she was upset at the fact that we still aren't married after 4 years. I kept telling her that I'm not ready to be married until I'm at a certain financial level. I reminded her how far I've come to fulfill that goal over the past 4 years, and that got her to calm down again. My concern is that she's done this a few times already, and I have to keep reminding her as to why I'm not ready yet. I feel like she's pressuring me into marriage due to the fact that her mother does not approve of us living together if we're not married. I also think she feels guilty for disappointing her mother. I explained to her that living together before marriage is a great way to truly know each other
Bye.
and see if we both are ready for marriage.
Bye.
She tells me that she's impatient with waiting, that she thinks things will be years before I'm in the financial level I wish to reach. We both love each other, and I don't want to feel like I should never. I don't want her to feel like I never want to marry her. How should I handle the situation without making her think that?
You should have never moved in with her.
Or you marry her. That's how you make her feel that, because she already feel like this nigga ain't gonna ever marry me.
Yeah, and then like moving in with somebody is a big step.
It's a very big step. It's a huge step.
And whenever you move in with somebody, you would assume that if you're not married by now, that maybe it's coming
soon.
So to tell her like, oh well, did you say those same things? Like I have to be at a personal financial level before we move in together.
And even that, I feel like I get it. I truly get it. But she's with you while you're not there. She's gonna be with you when you get there.
So
why
what's
not
the difference?
marry her now, and then she'll help you get there a lot faster.
And if you really want to marry somebody, it don't cost that much.
It don't like it just kills me when niggas be like, I gotta get myself together. Like, listen,
Get yourself together and come back.
if that's what you want to do, but y'all moved in together now, so y'all can't break that lease. Are you prepared to have a roommate?
No, they're not gonna. It's just gonna turn into a bunch of fussing and arguing.
And a lot of nagging.
Yeah, and it's gonna turn into a bunch of nagging, and then you'll fuck around and get upset with her. Like the thing is, like you shouldn't move in. Me, who I am today, I'm not moving in with anybody without being married to them. Because no, fam.
Yeah.
No, it sets a certain precedence that it's just like, well,
We doing this now.
we doing
What's
this.
the rush?
Yeah, what's the rush? Like we already here.
Yeah.
And then it turns into a nigga telling you like, but work with me.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Stay patient.
Just be patient. Like
I just don't-
and that's unfair.
I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna move in or have anybody, like, never gonna share space with somebody else again, but it's gonna be a minute. Just because, one, I really like my own personal space. And if you want to move in somewhere with me, start me over.
I feel you on that.
And two, there is no rush, or there is no, what's the word? There's no rush on your end to make this official. If we're doing everything already. Like I know people who like, some girls will be like, no, I'm not moving in with you. And they go like propose the next week and be like, all right, let's make this. Like, how serious are you about me?
And she's waited 4 years.
I'm not gonna say, listen, I don't ever want to put a time on somebody because everyone's on their own time.
But
so
you can't say that she's in a rush.
I mean
4 years, that's a whole high school time frame. That's a whole college time frame.
Yeah.
Like
You could have had 4 kids.
4 years,
Yeah.
like there's people like if y'all had been together for a year and she's like, why aren't you marrying me yet? I'd be like, okay,
That I can understand.
understandable. But 4 years?
I'm not technically even in a rush in 4 years. Like,
Oh hell no. There's absolutely no way. If nigga don't marry you within 4 years, he's skeptical.
I'm not saying.
And there's other men out here
skeptical.
who will marry your ass in 6 months if they know that they really want you.
I'm not, but I'm saying like, I'm not, if I feel confident that the person I'm with is the one, I'm not really rushing the time, but I'm not finna stick around while you kind of figure stuff out. Like I'll keep it moving.
I feel that.
But I'm just not gonna like rush you on a time and be like, you know, because and honestly, he could have put a bitch ass nigga move and like got engaged and then prolonged it for another 4 years.
She'd be an idiot for that one.
There's idiots born every day, B. But I would just say, if you don't feel comfortable enough to marry her, please don't put a baby in her. Because you definitely ain't ready for that expense.
And then really never gonna get married.
Pretty much, then y'all gonna hate each other and break up.
I'm telling you.
Had a baby come a week later, y'all broke up. So, hope that helped.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you should just.
And I know.
And I can understand her mom. Now, my mom was never a fan of that.
My parents either, and that's why they didn't know until they came over here and saw nigga shoes
Girl.
in my apartment. But most of the time, like, I'm sure the nigga wasn't here.
Girl.
So, like,
And it's stressful having to do all that.
it's very stressful. And then you just feel like the shame of shacking up with somebody. Like, if you come from the South and your parents are like that, you feel the shame from that.
You
Like,
do.
you know, your parents don't want to introduce you. Oh, they live together and all this other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a lot when you choose to cohabitate with somebody else that technically isn't your husband. Like, yeah, you get to know something about a person, but I feel like I can know enough about you without having to live with you. And if I chose to marry you, then I'm accepting everything. Like, I'm expecting that you sleep rough, or that you got feet like me, like sandpaper, or like, you know what I'm saying, that you don't put the toilet. That shit come with it.
Yeah.
Like, we'll work through that. But I don't necessarily need to live with you to like know you.
No.
I don't feel.
Hell, you can spend a week at somebody's house and you can know enough about them and how they live.
Not even a week. You could just go to somebody's house and see how they live.
That's a fact.
Like, look, the nigga ain't washed the same dish been in the same sink for 3 days. I can kind of understand from like a financial aspect if like someone's over there all the time, but then like still like, what you gonna do?
Right.
Barbecue mildew. If you're not gonna shit, get out the pot
Fact.
and let her go find somebody that's gonna marry her ass in a year or two.
Yep.
And call it a day.
I agree.
All right. So I think that wraps up this week's episode. Thank you guys for posting. We really appreciate it. We did pick a winner.
Yes.
Miss Kalisha.
Hey, girl.
We will be sending your sticker out. So when you listen to this, make sure you send us your address so I can send it out to you.
DM.
'Cause I don't know when I'm gonna see. We live in the same, like in a close, but I just don't. We so busy. So DM us your address to be sent a sticker. Thank you so much. But please also remember to post, share, like. We have some exciting news coming very, very soon.
Yes, indeed.
Very, very, very soon. So make sure y'all are following all of our social media at Hear You Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, IG, Hear You Podcast on everything. If y'all are looking for me, you can find me at _breezy, BREEZY. And where can they find you at?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Tana Taught You. That's TANNAH Taught You.
Okay.
All right, bro. You ready to go ahead and get up out of here?
I think so.
All right. As always, shout out to everybody. We had fun, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Hey.
Bye.
Much obliged to me.